id Software was an extremely popular game developer in the late and early 90s. They are most famous for creating games such as Doom, Quake, and Rage. But before id's founders John Romero and John Carmack began making these legendary shooters, they wanted a shot at a popular Nintendo franchise. So in today's video, we'll be discussing Super Mario Bros. 3 for the PC. id Software was formerly known as IFD, Ideas from the Deep, and they recently celebrated their game Commander Keen's anniversary. And it seems to celebrate the occasion, John Romero took to Twitter to share a few events that led to Commander Keen's creation. In 1990, the team at IFD was amazed by Super Mario Bros. 3's popularity and were interested in porting the game to the PC. They created a direct port of the first world of Super Mario Bros. 3 and sent it to Nintendo of America. According to Romero, they worked on the game for a week, including after work and one full weekend. The prototype somehow made it to Kyoto, where the head office of Nintendo was located at the time. The executives of Nintendo took a glimpse of the game and were very impressed. The only issue was that they did not want their intellectual property on anything other than their own hardware. So they basically told IFD, awesome job on the game, but no, you can't do that. Now at that time, Nintendo held a monopoly, so to speak, on their cartridges. Any publisher that had permission to make a game had to develop a game and release it on an official Nintendo cartridge purchased from Nintendo. Development for the Japanese Famicom gave developers with the option of manufacturing their own cartridges to meet their specs. This is why the Famicom have several different types of colors for their cartridges. The developers basically had more freedom. Now because of this, Nintendo would actually have been losing some of its profits if they let their intellectual property be released on another platform, such as the PC. So this prototype has no music in the background, but does have a few sound effects, and it is quite impressive to say the least. I mean, it's Mario. The characters are all there, the enemies are there, the power-ups, the levels and backgrounds, they're all there. The game does seem a little bit off though, but what do you expect for a demo that was made in 1 week? The flying animation of the raccoon tail is non-existent. Once you grab the item, you could basically just jump and fly wherever you want. It required no running start, but I'm sure that that's only because they had no time to actually polish this prototype. The coins were also very detailed and looked quite realistic for the time, and in my opinion, I like the way it looked on this prototype better than the NES version. Now it is important to mention that the story behind this prototype actually isn't really a secret, but rather no one has ever seen this Super Mario Bros. 3 demo for the PC before. It was just a myth. The team behind the demo had to pretty much create a whole entire side-scrolling coding system for the PC in order to make this prototype work. You see, side-scrolling such as this had yet to be seen for the PC at the time. Even though the idea was turned down by Nintendo, IFD decided to use this technology, and this demo ended up becoming Commander Keen. Commander Keen was a groundbreaking game, and if you were a PC player, this would be one of the first time you got to experience a true side-scrolling adventure that was actually fun. So maybe it was a good thing that Nintendo turned down this idea. id may not have created games such as Doom and rather taken a more family-friendly route, but one can only speculate. This has been another episode of Unreleased Games. Thank you guys for watching.